Welcome to the Good, Bad, and Ugly of, a show where we examine the best and worst parts of a game, none of the in-between stuff. And today, we'll be taking a look at Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. What else could I possibly say that others haven't already said about this game, and about Smash as a whole? I vividly remember my first experience playing Smash on N64 with my cousins. I was starstruck. I had never in the long span of 5 years prior to this moment seen a game like this. I was just really starting to learn about Nintendo characters at the time. I knew of Mario and Donkey Kong, but Pikachu was my boy. I was totally caught up in the Pokemania. And wouldn't you know it, they had an issue of Nintendo Power that was previewing the next Smash game, Melee. I had no idea that this moment would be so important in shaping my video game tastes and introducing me to one of my favorite series. And jump all these years later, I'm an adult, teaching junior high math, and the ultimate Smash game gets released. Let's dive on in with things that Smash Ultimate does so well. This is Smash on Switch. I could end the video right here and get my point across. Ultimate honestly might be the best mix of all the prior Smash game styles. It's fast, slick, easy to pick up, difficult to master. Everything that's made all the other games work so well. My personal favorite Smash is Brawl, but put down the pitchforks. Melee is fantastic. It's not the perfect game that so many people's nostalgia makes them believe, but that's for another video down the road. But Ultimate really looks like it's going to be the one that I come back to the most. Having the option to take Smash for 3DS anywhere with me was an awesome idea, but the game just wasn't really meant for being played on that small of a screen with that limited of a controller setup. It worked. Some would say it did more than work, but it was a little bit lacking in the long run. Taking Smash Ultimate with you everywhere is so much more enjoyable. It doesn't feel like you're playing a less powerful version of a console game. I can sit on the couch and watch TV while playing Smash and not miss a beat. I do prefer playing in docked mode, but it's just as enjoyable playing handheld. There are so many characters, and it's awesome. One of the main selling points of this game is the tagline, "Everyone is here." Every character ever in Smash is back, and better than ever, except for Samus. She just feels a little floaty. Characters like Snake, Young Link, Wolf, and the King, Pichu, are back in the fight. There's not a ton of new characters in this game compared to previous entries, but with the sheer number of characters in this installment, they didn't have to include too many new ones. But the new ones that are here are making a statement. I am in love with Incineroar. There's tons of videos showing off people playing as K. Rool, and Ridley hasn't gotten as much love as when people were basically protesting to get him in the game, but I really enjoy playing with him. A new thing in this game that I really like is the addition of Echo Fighters. Instead of clone characters, they have this new title and share a character slot with the character they're based on. Some characters like Mario and Luigi or Fox and Falco have really developed into their own characters over time. But ones like Dark Pit and Lucina now share spots with Pit and Marth respectively, because the characters are so closely related in moveset. Newcomers that are Echoes include Daisy, Chrom, and Dark Samus. There are so many stages too. Almost every stage that has ever been in Smash is back for this installment. I say almost all because of the few stages that aren't here. Rest in peace, Pokefloats. You were a pain to play on, but an absolute blast at the same time. Most of the stages got a brand new coat of paint as well, and every stage is a joy to play on. You're given the option to turn every stage into a Battlefield or Omega version, which I am a huge fan of. Final Destination is fun, but it gets a little boring visually after a while, so getting to be on a different location is great. There's only a few new stages in the game, but they're a blast as well. Classic mode, after being the abomination that it was in Smash 4, is back to its throne as the, well, classic game mode. Instead of being a set opponent like in Smash 64, starting a battle against Link, or being completely random or semi-random, each character has their own unique classic mode, complete with a theme. Ryu only has stamina matches on Omega mode stages, reminiscent of Street Fighter. Luigi faces opponents that are creepy and scary, and there's one of these themes with every single character. They didn't have to go that hard for us, but they did, and I'm eternally grateful. I'm really sad that trophies and stickers didn't make a return in this game. I would spend hours playing the coin launcher minigame in Brawl, trying to get every trophy and sticker. Which I did when I was in 8th grade, because I was awesome. But spirits are here in place of them, and I kinda love them. They're basically just pictures of characters, but there's over 1,000 of them. They have an impact in the spirit game mode, which I'm not going to talk about in this video. Instead, I'll be making an episode strictly on spirit mode once I get around to actually finishing the whole thing. I'm halfway through it. These spirits are super high quality images of characters from Nintendo games, third-party games, and even some random games. The variety they have in spirits is astounding. In a game as big as Smash Ultimate, there's so many aspects to take into consideration when evaluating a game like this. There's no possible way that every little thing will be perfect in the game. Keeping in the spirit of this video series, get it? Spirit. I had to pick some aspects that were bad and ugly, which lead to... Before you start going crazy over any criticism of this game, these complaints are akin to whining about not having a dollar bill for the Coke machine, but you have a $100 bill. Regardless, for every bit of perfection that this game is, there's some small aspects that just aren't perfect. Like trophies. I loved the trophies. I wish they had the trophies back in this game. Trophies are neat. I loved seeing the new models made for trophies, reading the descriptions of the characters, everything like that. Spirits didn't get that treatment. I know very, very little about the Fire Emblem series, and there's a ton of these spirits. It's nice knowing that there's a spirit for Julius, but I have no earthly clue who that even is. There's nothing else that even clues me in onto who it is. And in this day and age of having supercomputers in your pocket, I could totally look up who they were. But I'm not going to. Because I would rather play Smash. And yes, everyone is here. But that doesn't mean everyone is played. I have played 0 games as Corrin. I have played 2 or 3 games as Cloud. I tried to give every character a chance now and again, but once I started picking Incineroar, Sonic, and Pikachu as my mains, I gave up on trying out the other characters. There's so much in this game, and this is the worst kind of complaint, but there's just too much stuff. Contrast this with Mario Tennis Aces. This was a fantastic game, but there's not much to do outside of the multiplayer and very short adventure mode. And playing tennis over and over is going to get repetitive a lot quicker than playing Smash will. But when there's too many options to choose from, it just gets overwhelming. It's great that there's this many stages, but did we really need every stage? Some of them, kinda duds. And what happened to Target Test and Home Run Contest? These are staples in the Smash franchise. Target Test got progressively less interesting with time, and then became the miserable experience it was in Smash 4, and now, just poof! Home Run Contest was slightly improved in Smash 4, but just vanished in this game. I honestly loved this mode. It gave a slight change in gameplay after playing the main game for so long. A nice change of pace from beating the tar out of other characters, beating the tar out of a sandbag. I'm not even going to use a whole paragraph for how disappointing it is that Board the Platforms still isn't back in this game. And there is an all-star mode, but let's be real. This is just multi-man melee, brawl, pick your subtitle. It's not a real all-star mode, traveling through the different stages, fighting all the characters in unique groupings, none of that. It's just going through the entire roster in one big game on Battlefield. And that's not awful, but just... why? With everyone is here, this could have been the biggest all-star mode ever. It would have been awesome to go through every character from when they joined Smash, because I'm pretty sure there's nothing like that in the game at the moment. And this certainly isn't an issue for me. But where's Stage Builder? I never liked it because I wasn't ever good at building stages. Most of mine were just flat stages with huge walls because I felt like the controls were so limited. But I know some people created amazing works of art in the Stage Builder. I feel very sorry for them, especially anyone that might have started a YouTube career using the Stage Builder mode as a launching point. Like I said before, most of these are incredibly nitpicky complaints. But they're still complaints. However, the one complaint that I have the most problem with is the same for a lot of people. Why can't Nintendo get their online working properly? I remember the days of Brawl, where if you got a connection to lag every other minute, you enjoyed getting a match at all. While lag isn't exactly as big of an issue in this game, it really only happens if someone's internet is as powerful as a toaster. The online definitely leaves some things to be desired. For starters, you have to unlock the new For Glory mode. I actually kinda like this. You gotta earn it. You can't just hop into a crazy ranked match and give someone an easy win or just a troll. But for someone trying to improve their Smash ability, it's increasingly harder to get this locked mode. The biggest problem in their way is that you can set your preferred game mode in the online, but it doesn't always put you in a match that matches you with what you preferred. I understand that if I do a 12 stock match with a 12-minute time limit, with stage hazards off, and the only items are the Pokeball and the stopwatch, there's probably not going to be a ton of people with those exact rules. But Ultimate seems to not care about what your preferred settings are at all. I'll do basic 3 stock matches, but get thrown into a team 4-minute timed match, and that doesn't match at all. So people trying to unlock the Elite Smash mode have to deal with RNG pairing in matches to improve their GSP, the online ranking system that determines your skill, which can keep them from earning this online mode. Granted, anyone that would be going to EVO or some other fighting game tournament would be able to make it to Elite Smash no problem. But for the regular Joe that thinks they're pretty good with Ice Climbers, they won't be able to improve against the best of the best. The arenas for private matches are pretty neat, but not the absolute best. I can create an arena with 5 of my other friends, but if I need to leave for some reason, I can't turn off my Switch. Otherwise, the arena closes. There's no way to make someone in the arena a new leader, nothing like that. And you can't change the rules in an arena when you start the arena. Whatever you decide as the rules is it. You gotta create a new arena if you want to change anything. Just very small details that hindered my online experience by a decent bit. But in the long run, this is Smash for Switch, the ultimate Smash Brothers game. The bad and the ugly portions of this review were the absolute nitpickiest reasons I could think of for this game. It's a fantastic experience. I would highly, highly recommend getting this game. I would even recommend buying a Switch just to play this game. It's worth it. Going to the midnight release of this and getting to play the multiplayer for hours after launch is one memory that I will truly never forget. You owe it to yourself to pick this game up if you're a Nintendo fan, a Smash fan, or enjoy a fun time. It truly is ultimate, in every sense of the word. Let me know what you love about Smash Ultimate down in the comments. Share this video with your friends and follow me on social media. I do some streams from time to time where I face viewers on Twitch, and it's always a blast. See you around! So people trying to unlock the Elite... Hey Kate, I'm not streaming by the way, I'm just recording something.